He said I'll probably be the only one watching. My other friend said awkward.
Maybe more than that.
Yeah.
Grandbaby or baby?
All three of those. They just wail on it. Sorrel? Like Sorrel's Field?
Yeah. Right during the timeout, I'll pick up about Courtney. Like they're coming out. Get our places.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sharp Gym in Houston, Texas for this non-conference volleyball match between the HBU Huskies and the Prairie View A&M Panthers. Huskies coming in with a record of 4-0. Prairie View A&M has yet to play a match this year, 0-0. Russ Renaud joined now by former HBU setter Kayla Armour. And welcome into the broadcast, Kayla, HBU's all-time assist leader. And what are we looking for out of tonight's match with the Huskies with 4 matches under their belt, undefeated coming into this match, a tournament victory this weekend in Lafayette, and what's been going right for HBU so far?
Well, they've been doing great. We have Jessica Wooten and Bailey Banks leading the team right now with kills, and then our setters have been doing a really great job at spreading out the offense. They've been giving all the hitters a lot of opportunities to get some kills. So as long as they can continue to do that tonight, it should look good for the Huskies.
Yeah, and we've had some new faces this year. Ashton Ritchie, the redshirt freshman, playing on the right side now. And Kayla Davenport missed last season with an injury. Yeah. And those two have really provided a spark for this offense.
Yeah, Davenport has been doing a really great job in the middle for the team.
And as we go into this match, again, HBU with a 4-game winning streak, but they'll be going on the road for 3.5 weeks after this, so it's good to be at home. What's it like to have that last home match before going on the road?
It's a good feeling to have a lot of support from their other people at HBU to come and watch the game. So it's good to get a good win under your belt before moving on to the road.
That's right, and the Huskies last weekend supposed to open here with 4 matches, only got the one in against Texas Southern due to Hurricane Harvey. And so the Huskies had to go on the road, and it had been there the last 3 matches. They actually got that match in Lafayette, won that tournament. You know, it was a tough situation, but they really responded. And could you imagine going into that situation, what that would be like?
Yeah, they did a great job and were able to make the most of it, so that was good.
All right. Well, we're just about set here for the first serve here in Sharp, Texas. And Russ Renaud with Kayla Armour. We'll be right back after this message. You're listening to Huskies Volleyball here on the Husky Sports Network.
We all have special moments in life. Moments that we will remember forever. Best friends become family. At River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, we love family. You are a part of the River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram family. Live your best moments of life in a Jeep from River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Hi, my name's Coach Kirai, head coach of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team. Did you know that USA Volleyball relies on thousands of dedicated coaches, officials, and volunteers, trained, accredited, and held to a vigorous code of conduct? That USA Volleyball is made up of over 5,000 clubs and 325,000 members. We are proud of our Olympic medals and accomplishments, but we are so much more than that.
That moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at cookiedelivery.com.
So, how can I help you?
Have you ever walked into the paint store feeling like you should really know more than you know? Satin versus semi-gloss and I don't know.
Yes, I know the feeling.
That's how I feel right now about all of the financing options for this project I'm doing. I feel like I should know more than I know.
Don't sweat it. We have this new tool, My Credit Options Guide, that gives you a customized comparison like this, which helps you discover which credit options might be right for you.
Oh, this is better. They should make one for paint.
Want to get started?
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's starting lineups.
And we're back here in Sharp, Texas. Russ Renaud and Kayla Armour here at Sharp Gym in Houston, getting set for this non-conference volleyball match between the HBU Huskies and the Prairie View A&M Panthers.
Middle blocker number 12, Victoria Pearson.
Huskies coming in with a record of 4-0. Prairie View A&M also affected by Hurricane Harvey. This is their first match of the season. And now we take a look at the starting lineups. First for the Panthers. And Haley Morton will be at outside hitter, a freshman, 5'11" from Buda, Texas. Michaela Franklin, the setter, junior, 5'10" from Seguin. Latrice Brown, the middle blocker, junior from Yoakum, Texas. Victoria Pearson at middle blocker, 5'10" from El Paso. And at the right side, Taylor Goudreau, senior, 6'1" from Clear Lake, and Larissa Martinez also on the outside, 5'9" sophomore from San Antonio. And for the HBU Huskies, it's going to be Jessica Wooten at the outside, 5'11" senior from Humboldt. Bailey Banks also on the outside, 5'10" from Missouri City. Doing the setting tonight, Madison O'Brien, junior, 5'9" from Cleveland, Texas. Blair Gillard in the middle, senior, 6'1" from LaGrange. Also in the middle, Kayla Davenport, 6'2", junior from Columbus. And on the right side, Ashton Ritchie, redshirt freshman, 6 foot from Prosper, Texas. Your libero for the Huskies, senior Haley Erickson, 5'6", from Richardson. So, Kayla, really the key is that those two outsides, Jessica Wooten and Bailey Banks, doing what they've been doing all season long so far.
Right, yeah. They've been doing a great job leading the Huskies this season, and if they just continue to do that, it's going to look good for them.
And it's really been a point of emphasis by head coach Trent Herman to really involve the middles, and Kayla Davenport over the last 2 matches has kind of responded in that role. And I know you were on this team last year, and with her coming back off that injury, how important was that to get her going?
Yeah, just to get her involved in the offense right away was really good for her confidence coming off an injury, to get going on that, and she's really responded well. She has the best hitting percentage on the team right now, so she's doing a great job.
We're just about set here for the first serve. And the Huskies on the right side of the court, Panthers on the left. Huskies in their long sleeve home whites, Panthers visiting long sleeve purple tops with the gold letters. Didn't see who had the first serve. It looks like it is going to be Prairie View A&M as the Huskies set up. In the back, O'Brien, Gillard, Wooten on the front, Davenport, Ritchie, and Banks. Haley Erickson, the libero in the orange top. And Kristen Augustine, the libero for Prairie View A&M in the white long sleeves for the Panthers. Now Erickson checks in. Gillard is off the floor. There you see head coach Trent Herman in his 6th season at HBU, off to a 4-0 start this season. And it actually is going to be the Huskies, Madison O'Brien, to start it off, the setter for HBU to serve. And we're underway here, and O'Brien with the serve. A dig by Goudreau. We were attacked by Pearson and the kill.
Yeah, she put that one straight down.
Well, the first point of the match for Prairie View A&M, their first point of the season. And now Michaela Franklin. Taken by Wooten, the set by O'Brien to Davenport. And there's a kill for Kayla.
She's proven right there why she has such a good hitting percentage, putting a kill away right from the start.
Last 2 matches, 21 kills, only 1 error, hitting .606. Here's Bailey Banks with the serve. Setter is Franklin. She sets it back to Martinez, and it is out for a Husky point. Huskies leading 2-1 here in the early going. Banks with the floater. Martinez sets. Another one for Martinez, and it is out, and a point for the Huskies. Well, they made the signal.
Yeah, they called Wooten in the net, actually,
Okay.
and gave the ball to the Prairie View.
Okay. That's why I have you here. It's Ritchie. That attack is out. And the Panthers lead at 3-2. I can't see that from my angle.
Yeah.
So good job on that one, Kayla. Served by Martinez, taken by Banks. O'Brien with the set to Wooten, just gets it over. Now the back set to Goudreau, dug by Banks. O'Brien sets up Wooten, and Panthers keeping it alive, and it is over. O'Brien another set to Wooten, and that one is in for the kill. Good job by Prairie View A&M to keep that ball alive, but Wooten getting the second chance, putting it away, and we're tied up at 3. Here's Haley Erickson, the libero, to serve for HBU. Down the line and in for the ace for Erickson.
Yeah, that's a great serve right down the line.
Huskies reclaim the lead. The set, and Martinez, the setter, is going to get the attack, and she puts it down for the kill.
Yeah, it looks like the Huskies were a little bit out of position for that play.
Scrambling on the back row and not able to get to that one. And here is Pearson with the serve. Taken by Wooten. O'Brien sets it for Gillard, and the kill by the senior from LaGrange.
Yeah, that was a great kill. It looked like they got the blockers on the other side kind of mixed up there. Didn't know what was going to happen.
Now sophomore defensive specialist Hannah Lewis making her first appearance of the night. Is set for Brown, down for the kill. Served by Erica Jimenez. Set for Wooten. And another kill for Jess.
That was a really smart play by her. That set came out really low, and Jessica just did what she could with it and made it work.
1,000 kills, 1,000 digs for Jessica Wooten in her career as she is serving now. The set, the attack by Mitchell, dug out by Banks. The set for Gillard. A dig by Prairie View A&M. Tried to be a little sneaky on that one, but Gillard there for the block.
I think they called her in the net again, and so Prairie View gets that point.
Blair does not agree, but it's a point for the Panthers. Now going to be Haley Morton to serve at 6-6. And she serves that one into the net. Davenport back into the front row. Gillard back to serve. Set to the back row. Going to have to get that one over. That attack goes wide. Blair serves it up. That one goes over the net to the Huskies. Lewis sets up Banks, and a kill for Bailey. First kill of the night for Bailey Banks. Gillard still serving. A sub in for the Panthers, Destiny Smith. Gillard serves that one into the net. An error and a 2-point lead for HBU. Now Latrice Brown to serve for Prairie View A&M. Taken by Erickson. O'Brien with a set to Banks. Dug out by the Panthers.
Looks like a little miscommunication right there. They both thought the other one was going to go and just decided too late.
Should have been a free ball for the Huskies, but ends up a kill, and now it's 10-7. Back to O'Brien to serve. A set for Mitchell, dug out by Erickson. A set for Ritchie. Dig by the Panthers. Set for Martinez, and that one is blocked by Davenport and Ritchie.
Yeah, that's a big blocker right there on the outside.
O'Brien serves it just wide. Another sub in for the Panthers. Franklin comes back in. O'Brien sets for Ritchie and out of bounds. Serve taken by Wooten. O'Brien sets it up for Banks. The tip is blocked, but kept in play by the Huskies. Banks rolls it over, and a kill for Bailey Banks.
Yeah, that was a really smart play on her part, just to find the open court and put the ball there.
Huskies leading by 3 here in the first set. Banks with the serve. The set for Godot. And a kill for the Panthers. So now Martinez to serve. Wooten with the reception. The set for Ritchie. And another kill for Ashton. First kill for Ritchie after her first 2 attempts ended up in errors. Erickson with the serve. Kept alive by Prairie View A&M. The set for Gillard, tipped off of the libero Augustine, and a kill for Blair. Taken by Augustine. The set for Morton, dug out by Erickson. O'Brien with a set to Wooten. Dig by the Panthers. Libero gets it over. O'Brien to Gillard. Kept alive by Prairie View A&M. A dig by Wooten, the set for Ritchie. The Panthers able to keep that alive. O'Brien sets Wooten. And another dig by Prairie View A&M. Hold on, they're going to call that one hit the floor right in front of us. Kayla, you had the better angle of it.
Yeah, I thought she got it, but the line judge called it down. That was great defensive effort by Prairie View A&M.
I believe that ends up as a kill for, actually it's going to go to Gillard. 3 kills, no errors, 6 attempts for Blair. And we have a timeout called by Prairie View A&M. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Huskies leading 15-10 here in the first set.
How can I help you?
Have you ever walked into the paint store feeling like you should really know more than you know? Satin versus semi-gloss and I don't know.
Yes, I know the feeling.
That's how I feel right now about all of the financing options for this project I'm doing. I feel like I should know more than I know.
Don't sweat it. We have this new tool, My Credit Options Guide, that gives you a customized comparison like this, which helps you discover which credit options might be right for you.
Oh, this is better. They should make one for paint.
Want to get started?
Sure.
That moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at Cookie Delivery.
Back here at Sharp Gym, Huskies leading by 5 in the first set over Prairie View A&M. Russ Renault and Kayla Armour here on the broadcast. Thanks for joining us here on HBUHuskies.com. Haley Erickson with the serve. The set for Morton. And that is off the antenna, right?
Yes. Yeah, she hit that right into the antenna.
I'm right behind, so I can't see down the net like that. Now 16-10 Huskies. Erickson with a nice serve. dug by O'Brien. Erickson with the set to Ritchie. A kill for Ashton Ritchie off the block.
That was a great set by Erickson.
Now Huskies leading by 7. Set for Godot, dug by O'Brien, over the net by Ritchie. Another set for Godot, dug by Erickson. Set for Wooten, and Jessica has it blocked. It's going to be Pearson and Godot on the block for Prairie View A&M.
She tried to get down and play it back up. She just couldn't get there quick enough.
Stops a Husky run, now 17-11. Wooten takes a serve off the net, the set for Ritchie. Dug by the Panthers. A bad set, and a free ball for the Huskies. Gillard has it dug out. Now Godot with the kill.
Yeah, the block wasn't closed, and so she was able to get that ball right through it.
In between Wooten and Gillard. Huskies back to a 5-point lead. They're leading by 7. Another set for Wooten. Another dig for the Panthers. Kept it alive, and Martinez has it dug by Banks. A set for Ritchie. Dig for Prairie View A&M. That attack dug by O'Brien. Erickson with the set. Banks from the back row attack. Now Morton dug by O'Brien. Erickson with the set to Wooten. And Jessica out of bounds on the far side.
Maddie O'Brien's playing some really good defense back there.
Now 4 digs for O'Brien to go along with her 9 assists. Serve taken by Wooten. O'Brien sets it for Ritchie, and another kill for Ashton. Now Hannah Lewis back into the match. And she will be the server. Dug by the Panthers, the set for Godot, and the kill. Now 3 kills for Godot to lead the Panthers. 18-14 Huskies, dug by Lewis. The set for Wooten. Off the beam that crosses over the court, home court advantage. That one went straight down. It's going to be a kill for Jess.
Yeah, that was a great set by Maddie O'Brien, and Jessica was able to put it away.
So now Jess to serve. The set for Morton, dug by Wooten. And O'Brien with the attack and the kill.
Yeah, she's left-handed, so when she gets up on that net, you got to watch out because she'll take advantage of it.
Both Huskies setters, Abby Gargas is out with a concussion tonight after starting the last 2 matches. Gargas also a lefty.
Yeah, they're both left-handed. It's really big advantage to be a left-handed setter.
So now Mitchell with the attack, Wooten with the dig, Banks with the attack, and the Panthers cannot get there. Bailey with the kill. And we've got another timeout for the Panthers. Huskies leading at 21-14 here in the first set. So we will be right back after this message.
We all have special moments in life. Moments that we will remember forever. Best friends become family. At River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, we love family. You are a part of the River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram family. Live your best moments of life in a Jeep from River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
We're back live here at Sharp Gym. Huskies with a 21-14 lead here in the first set. And Jessica Wooten back to serve for HBU. The set for Latrice Brown, dug by the Huskies. O'Brien with the dump, but dug out by the Panthers. Erickson with the dig. O'Brien sets it for Banks, and Bailey has it blocked. Brittany Mitchell and Latrice Brown.
That was a big block over there.
Second block for the Panthers. Just one block for HBU. And Lewis receives that serve. O'Brien sets it for Banks, and she gets that one down.
Yeah, Bailey responded really well with that one. She said, "You're going to block me this time. Watch me get a kill next time."
Next serve here, Huskies number 12.
So now 5 kills for Banks to lead the Huskies. Be Blair Gillard to serve. The set for Martinez. You're going to get the tip off the block of the Huskies and a point for the Panthers. The 22-16. Brown with the serve. Wooten receives it, and the attack by O'Brien and the kill.
Once again, showing off her left-handed hit from the front row.
2 kills now for O'Brien. 13 assists and 4 digs. O'Brien with the serve. The set for Pearson. Dug in a free ball over. Erickson with the dig. O'Brien set for Banks. Tips it. And dug by Prairie View A&M. There's a set for Martinez. That one just too far in the net. We're at set point for HBU. (24-16). Madison O'Brien to serve for the Huskies. Nice serve.
That's a great serve.
And put away by Banks.
It's a great situation. Just what you want to do with the serve.
So the Huskies take a 1-0 lead. It's 25-16, your final score here in the first set. And we will go to the break. HBU 25, Prairie View A&M 16 as we come back for set number 2.
When you live in one of the fastest growing cities in America, it's important to align yourself with a credit union that has a history of people helping people. Houston Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution with over 50 years dedicated to helping families that live or work in the Houston area. We take pride in our competitive rates in several convenient locations. We give the Houston community peace of mind when purchasing your vehicle, buying your home, and preparing for your retirement. We're Houston's credit union.
Moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at cookiedelivery.com.
Hi, my name's Coach Kirai, head coach of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team. Did you know that USA Volleyball relies on thousands of dedicated coaches, officials, and volunteers, trained, accredited, and held to a vigorous code of conduct? That USA Volleyball is made up of over 5,000 clubs and 325,000 members. We are proud of our Olympic medals and accomplishments, but we are so much more than that.
And I want to say a special thanks to Randy Sorrells presenting tonight's broadcast. here on HBUHuskies.com. Russ Renault and Kayla Armour back here at Sharp Gym. We head to set number 2. We take a look at the stats for the first set. Huskies hitting 325 compared to 118 for Prairie View A&M. 17 assists to 9 for HBU. 18 kills to 9. Panthers getting the 2 blocks to the Huskies 1, and Haley Erickson with the 1 service ace of the first set. And Kayla, really what stood out to you in that first set as the Huskies took that one 25-16?
Really the hitting percentage is a big thing. You want to be able to hold the opposing team to a lower hitting percentage and while keeping yours high at the same time, and the Huskies were able to do that. So they're doing a good job with that right now.
So doubling up the kills on the Panthers with the same number of errors, and that's usually a good recipe for success. 18 kills. It's a good number for a set, and Madison O'Brien with the 13 assists.
Right.
So we head to set number 2. Huskies on the left side now. Panthers on the right. For the Huskies, Davenport, Ritchie, Banks, Wooten, O'Brien, and Haley Erickson, the libero. Individually in that first set, Bailey Banks leading the way. 6 kills, 1 error on 10 attempts, and 4 digs. Jessica Wooten, Blair Gillard, Ashton Ritchie with 3 kills apiece. Huskies to receive the serve. Ritchie
Great
with the
effort.
attack. The Panthers get it over. O'Brien with the set. Ritchie. That one is blocked just in bounds.
That was really great effort by the libero of Prairie View A&M to chase that ball down and get it up so her teammates could play it.
The Panthers with a 1-0 lead. O'Brien sets for Davenport and a kill for Kayla.
Showing right there once again why she has the best hitting percentage on the team.
2 kills, no errors on 2 attempts. And it's Bailey Banks back to serve at 1-1. Augustine with the reception. The attack by Mitchell. And a kill for the outside hitter from Austin. Martinez to serve for Prairie View A&M. Taken by Erickson. Set by O'Brien. Wooten gets it over.
That was great effort for Maddie O'Brien to get up there and just use one hand to keep that ball in play, and then Jessica Wooten to just try to put it where she could. It was a really great play.
4th kill for Wooten. She has 6 digs. 3 straight double-doubles for Jessica Wooten. As we said, 1,000 kills, 1,000 digs for her career. Only the 3rd player in HBU history to do so, joining Jessica Barrera and Heather Leverton. Haley Erickson with the serve. Set for Pearson and a kill for the Panthers.
Yeah, just snuck right in between that block.
So 3-2 lead for Prairie View A&M here in the early going in set number 2. Banks with the reception. O'Brien sets it for Wooten, and another kill for Jess. That'll bring Hannah Lewis back into the match. First appearance here in the second set. We're tied up at 3, and Lewis back to serve. Set by Franklin, and the attack by Morton goes down. Taylor Godot and Erica Jimenez back into the match for Prairie View A&M. Serve taken by Erickson. The set for Gillard. Blocking error on the Panthers.
Yeah, they were in the net. You can see Coach Trent really wants to get the middles involved early in this match, and Madison O'Brien's doing a really great job of getting Blair and Kayla Davenport involved.
Served by Wooten. Set to the back row, and a kill from the back row by Martinez. The second time Martinez has gotten a kill from the back row.
Yeah. I think the Huskies are just out of place.
So it's a 5-4 lead for Prairie View A&M. It'll be Destiny Smith to serve. Taken by Lewis. O'Brien to set for Banks. And Bailey with the kill. Most valuable player at the Sawyer Camillo Memorial Classic this past weekend in Lafayette, Louisiana, Bailey Banks. Now we're going to see the freshman defensive specialist, Mckenna Davis from Richmond, to serve. Serves it short. It's set for Martinez. It's wide of the antenna. Davis, another short serve. The set for Brown, dug by Lewis, the set for Banks. Dug into that, kept alive by the libero. O'Brien sets it up for Davenport and the kill.
Another kill for Kayla Davenport.
And just speaking, you were the setter last season. How much did you miss those middle Kayla Davenport last season?
Yeah, she's a big part of this team, and it's hard when you have players not playing their typical position on the team. We really missed her.
So the attack by O'Brien, and that one's going to be a kill for Madison. It'll be her third of the match. And Davis still serving 8-5 now. The Huskies leading, and that one's a harder serve. Kept alive, blocked, and Davenport with another kill. And now we've got a timeout for Prairie View A&M. We'll take a break with the Huskies leading it 9-5 here on HBUHuskies.com.
How can I help you?
Have you ever walked into the paint store feeling like you should really know more than you know? Satin versus semi-gloss and I don't know.
Yes, I know the feeling.
That's how I feel right now about all of the financing options for this project I'm doing. I feel like I should know more than I know.
Don't sweat it. We have this new tool, My Credit Options Guide, that gives you a customized comparison like this, which helps you discover which credit options might be right for you.
Oh, this is better. They should make one for paint.
Want to get started?
Sure.
That moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at Cookie Delivery.
Hey, welcome back to Sharp Gym. The Huskies crowd into it. A good crowd here, as we noticed here. The good atmosphere here.
Yeah, this group is great. They got their face painted. They have shirts that they made. They look awesome.
So the Huskies on a 5-point run behind the serving of Mckenna Davis. Now leading at 9-5. They had trailed early 5-4. Davis came in and done a good job at the service line. And the announcer's jinx, I knew it as soon as I said it. Now 9-6 as Haley Erickson comes back in with Reese Brown to serve for Prairie View A&M. And that one's long as they give it right back.
Huskies, 10-6. We're again for your Huskies number 17, Ashton Ritchie.
O'Brien to serve. Jimenez sets it up, dug by Wooten. O'Brien to Davenport, and the first error of the match for Kayla.
Yep, that's going to bring her hitting percentage down, but I think she's still got the best one on the team. Just one error.
Still hitting 800. Serve to Wooten. O'Brien sets it for Banks. Dug out by Augustine. The set for Martinez. And the kill for the Panthers. Make it 10-8.
That was a really well-placed ball, just over Maddie O'Brien's head and out of Jessica Wooten's reach.
The McKaylee Franklin. Lefty serve to Wooten. O'Brien sets it up for Davenport, and another error. Only had one error in 33 attempts on the weekend, or the last two matches for Davenport. Had 21 kills, one error in 33 attempts. Huskies have seen their lead trimmed to 10-9. Banks takes it. O'Brien sets it with one hand, and Ritchie down the line for the kill.
Yeah, Ashton Ritchie, she is all power, and she's showing her quickness and her ability to hit those quick sets right now.
So Bailey Banks to serve with the Huskies leading by 2, and that one is just out. Banks with a reception. The set for Ritchie kept alive. Now O'Brien sets it up for Wooten, and the kill off the block.
That was another smart play by Ritchie to just play it off the block and get the ball back up so Maddie could set again.
So 6 kills and 8 digs now for Wooten. Erickson with the serve, and that one's wide. That'll be Victoria Pearson to serve for the Panthers. Serve to Wooten. O'Brien sets it for Gillard right off the chest of Pearson.
Yeah, the ball might have gone out if she had moved out of the way, but she didn't have time to move.
Blair with her 5th kill. Hannah Lewis back to serve. The set for Brown, and a block for Gillard and O'Brien. Good to see out of Madison O'Brien, because that was one thing that Trent Herman was concerned about with Gargis being out was the block that
yeah,
she
Maddie's
presented.
a shorter setter, so it's good to see her get up there and block.
A dig for Erickson, the setup for O'Brien, dug by the Panthers, and a free ball for HBU. O'Brien sets it for Wooten. The dig by Martinez. A back row attack by Martinez into the net. Wouldn't have mattered. Blair Gillard was right there. Should it have gone over, and that would have been an easy solo block. Huskies back up to a 15-11 lead. And Lewis to serve. Set over the net. Did O'Brien get a piece of that?
Yeah, she was able to push it back down, but Prairie View player went right into the net.
And now the Huskies by 5. After the Panthers had gotten back to within 1, Huskies ripping off the last 4, and Lewis with a nice serve. Augustine takes it though. And that one was going out of bounds, dug by Banks. Wooten with the attack. And the dig for Prairie View A&M. Set for Brown and blocked. Another one by O'Brien and Gillard. Third block of the match for the Huskies. 2 each for O'Brien and Gillard. Those both coming here in this rotation. Lewis serves that one long. Taylor Godot back in, as well as Erica Jimenez. Jimenez to serve. Erickson takes it. Set for Wooten. And that one is blocked. It's going to be Godot and Brown.
They were able to play it back up, but they just got an unlucky touch off the tape of the net that did something funky with the ball, and they weren't able to keep playing it.
Now Banks through the reception, the back row set for Bailey, and able to get that one down from the back row.
A nice little roll shot right there in the center of the court. It's a hard ball to return.
8 kills, 1 error on 14 attempts for Banks, hitting .500, go along with 5 digs. Wooten with a serve. The set for Godot. And a kill for Prairie View A&M. (18-14) second set. Huskies won the first one 25-16. Smith to serve. Wooten takes it. O'Brien set for Gillard, and that one's just out of bounds. (18-15) now. O'Brien sets it for Banks. Another roll shot, dug out, but a free ball for HBU. Now Banks with the attack, and the Panthers were in the net. Davis and Davenport back in, 19-15. Davis with the short serve. Off the block of the Huskies. Davenport disappointed she didn't get that one.
Yeah, she peeled off from the net a little too early, and the ball was able to slip through her hand in the net and fall on our side.
So now it's 19-16. HBU with the lead. Brown to serve. Lewis takes it. And the set for Banks. And it's going to go down as a kill. The miscommunication on both sides there worked out in HBU's favor.
Yeah, neither team really knew what was happening right there during that play.
Now, was that set for Banks, or was that supposed to be for Davenport?
I think it was supposed to go for Banks. I don't know if Dav was in her way or the set just didn't make it all the way out to the pin.
So the serve by O'Brien, and that one's just long. You're the expert on that one.
Yeah.
All-time assist leader at HBU, only player in HBU history with 5,000 assists. Third in the Southland Conference, too. So nice career for you. Wooten takes the serve. O'Brien with the set for Banks, and that one's out. Panthers have closed back to within 2 at 20-18. Franklin serves, Wooten. And Davenport with the attack, dug out. Now Martinez off the block and back to within 1 for Prairie View A&M at 20-19.
It's HBU's own errors that are letting them back in this match.
Another serve taken by Banks. The set for Dav, dug by Prairie View A&M. The set for Martinez, a block, but it kept him alive. Martinez out of bounds. Huskies stop that run, back to a 2-point lead.
Prairie View's got some really great defense going on. They're a scrappy team. They're getting some really good touches off some great swings.
Kristen Augustine, the libero, with 7 digs. The serve by Banks. The attack from Mitchell. Did that go into the net?
Yeah, it went into the net. I don't think our blockers got a touch on that.
So we've got another timeout for Prairie View A&M. The Huskies leading at 22-19 here in the second set. We'll be right back after this.
We all have special moments in life. Moments that we will remember forever. Best friends become family. At River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, we love family. You are a part of the River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram family. Live your best moments of life in a Jeep from River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Russ Renault and Kayla Armour back here at Sharp Gym. The Huskies leading by 3, and Bailey Banks comes back from the break with an ace.
Yeah, that was a really Great serve. You always want to come off strong, your first serve strong after a timeout, and Bailey did just that.
So 23-19 now here in the second. And Bailey serves that one long.
Panthers number 5, Haley Horton.
Set by O'Brien for Wooten, the tip. And another kill for Jess. And we get the set point for HBU.
Haley Erickson back to serve.
Haley Erickson to serve. 24-20. And an ace to end the second set. So the Huskies take a 2-0 lead in this match, 25-20. And we will head to the break. Coming up during the break, we will have a special interview with Courtney Tango. That's part of the HBU features that we'll have all season long here on the volleyball broadcast. And when we come back...
Yeah, hi, I don't have my debit card, and these kids are having a bake sale for their soccer team, so I need some cash. Can I give you my mother's maiden name or my first concert or...
Oh, well now you can just use your phone.
My phone?
Yeah, just open the Wells Fargo mobile app and request a one-time access code.
That's way better. All set, thanks. They have snickerdoodles.
I love snickerdoodles.
Thanks!
That moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at cookiedelivery.com.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
I'm Courtney Tango. I am a middle blocker, a redshirt junior, and I'm from McKinney, Texas. Well, it's kind of a joke sometimes around here, I guess. I've been a little injury prone with my career, but we're moving up in the world, healing over and over. It's good. I'm excited for this year. I'm good. Volleyball was not on my radar at all until my sophomore year. I played soccer for as long as I can remember, super competitively, and then I grew probably 6 inches, and my high school coach was a new coach my sophomore year, and she was from a college team, so she kind of put that on my radar and was like, you know, you have a lot of potential, you should try to play club. So that was my first experience in competitive volleyball, and then shortly after I got my commitment here. Most of all, I think the team aspect. I've always loved team sports and just what that brings, just getting to work with different people and the dynamics and learning how to communicate with people and just how to bring energy and the best out of the people around you. So I think that's one thing that I love about volleyball, and I just love being able to learn. I feel like since I started so much later, I've just been growing my whole volleyball career. A middle blocker, I think it's in the name. First of all, we are a blocker. So our responsibility is at the net. You know, we're supposed to be up for every single ball on both pins and in the middle. And then, of course, we're offensive too. So we're up for a lot of quick attacks. I guess they're not always pretty, but we're up there just to bring the speed and to draw the other blockers from our pin hitters.
And we're back live here at Sharp Gym, getting set for set number 3. Russ Renaud joined by Kayla Armour. And Kayla, another solid hitting percentage for the Huskies in that last set, winning at 25-20.
Yeah, they're keeping their hitting percentage high and keeping Prairie Views down. So they're doing a great job with that.
The one thing in that second set, you see they have the 8 service errors in that set, and do you think that's a factor in keeping the match closer?
Yeah, it is. And they're letting Prairie View get out of their rotations and increasing their side-out percentage without even having to play the point. And so, yeah, if they can cut down on those service errors, they'll be looking good.
So one change for the Huskies. On the right side, it's going to be the freshman, Michaela Vivens, coming in. 5'9" from San Antonio, Texas.
We also have Courtney Tango starting in the middle instead of Kayla Davenport.
That is true. I couldn't see Courtney behind the up official here. So it's O'Brien, Gillard, and Wooten in the back row. Obviously, Blair will go out for Erickson. And Vivens, Banks, and Kenkel on the front. And we apologize that we had to cut the interview short with Courtney Kenkel. You can see that on our social media platforms on Facebook and Twitter. And we'll probably come back later on this season and catch up with Courtney again and play the entirety of that interview. Had the intermission cut in half. I don't know exactly the reason, but here we are, set number 3. Madison O'Brien to serve first for the Huskies. Madison with 4 kills, 26 assists, and 5 digs. So a pretty good all-around match for Maddie.
She's playing a good game today.
That's coming from the person with the only triple-double in HBU history. Kayla Armour doing that last year. The ball dug by Wooten. O'Brien sets it up for Banks. Another roll shot, and that one's dug out by the Panthers and kept alive. Wooten with the dig. O'Brien sets it up for Vivens, and kept alive by Prairie View A&M. Dig for Erickson. O'Brien sets it for Banks. That roll shot goes down.
She couldn't do it the first time, but she could put it away the second.
So 11 kills now for Bailey, double digits for her. Leading the Huskies in kills and hitting .450. And O'Brien serves it into the net. Wooten leads the Huskies with 10 digs. Jess with 3 straight double-doubles. She's 3 kills away from getting her 4th. O'Brien sets it up for Vivens, and Michaela slams it down.
Yeah, she's got a powerful arm. She's just showing us what she can do right there.
And she's only 5'9", but she really gets up as well.
Yeah, she's got a great vertical.
So Banks to serve. Huskies leading 2-1, and out of rotation for the Panthers.
That's just one of those points you really hate to give up because it's usually just some kind of mental error or someone's just not in the right spot.
So the Huskies leading at 3-1. And a kill for Morton.
That was a great fast set to the outside, and it was too fast for the block. It got right past it.
So 2 kills for Morton in the match. Wooten takes the serve. And now the set for Jess, and that roll shot again for the Husky outside hitter. And that ball blocked, but kept alive by Prairie View A&M. Wooten digs it. And the attack by Kenkel. A dig for Banks. O'Brien sets it up for Wooten and the ball handling error.
Yeah, that's a tough call. Had my fair share of those.
Not too many.
Courtney Tango during that play was doing a really great job getting a couple touches on the block and being able to put the ball down.
Now O'Brien sets it for Wooten and the kill. Seems like the Panthers really going after Wooten in the service game tonight.
Yeah, they really want her to pass the ball.
4-3 lead for HBU. The set for Martinez, dug by Banks. The set for Gillard, and a dig for Franklin. Now Godot, and O'Brien keeps it alive, and a free ball for the Panthers. Now the set for Brown, and able to get that kill.
Yeah, she just kind of threw that one back in there, and we couldn't react quick enough to that.
Yeah, I don't think Michaela really saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Maybe something she didn't see too much in high school.
Yeah, it's a different game, that jump from high school to college. It's much quicker, and the girls are way more athletic and able to do things that your high school teams weren't able to do.
We're tied up at 4, and Jimenez to serve. O'Brien. We had an inadvertent whistle, I believe. No, they called him out of rotation again.
Yeah, I thought the ball was down in there, but the line judge didn't call it down, so I don't know what's happening right now.
The whistle wasn't very loud, and that may have been where the confusion was. I think she called it on time, but the play continued.
Yeah.
So the Huskies lead at 5-4. And Vivens is going to serve. Trent Herman discussing the call with the down official. A lot of confusion out there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
And this match has been pretty balanced too, Kayla. That's the way it's been kind of here in the early going this season. You got a lot of players averaging more than 2 kills per set, led by Banks and Wooten, but you got Davenport and Gillard and Ritchie all with more than 2 kills per set.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Maddie's doing a good job tonight of spreading out the offense and giving everyone a chance to get some swings.
Yeah, Banks with 11 kills and Wooten with 8, Gillard with 5, and then O'Brien, Davenport, and Ritchie with 4 apiece. There's Vivens with the serve. Now the set for Brown, dug by Erickson, and now the back set to Gillard. Dug by the Panthers, and the attack for Morton, and another kill from the back row from the Panthers.
Yeah, that's given the Huskies some trouble tonight. I'm sure that's something Coach will address tomorrow in practice.
Yeah, Erica Jimenez, sophomore from San Antonio, to serve. 5-5 here in the third set. Huskies leading 2-0. Officials trying to make sure that Panthers are all squared away. They've had the 2 rotation errors.
Yeah, there seems to be some confusion on the Panthers side. I don't know if the officials got something out of rotation or if they're out of rotation still. I don't know what's going on with that.
Huskies hitting .321 for the match, 134 for Prairie View A&M. Set for Wooten, and the kill for Jeff. That gets her to 9 kills to go along with her 11 digs.
1 away from that double-double.
The set for Martinez, blocked but kept alive.
We have a shoe out on the court.
And now the Huskies get the block. Gillard and O'Brien again. They're combined for their 3rd block. There was a shoe. I believe that's Latrice Brown. Now Wooten to serve. Huskies up 7-5. And an ace for Wooten.
Smart serve, forcing her to move up and not have her feet set for that pass.
Serves that one short and another ace for Jess.
Does it twice. That's great. Prairie View needs to make an adjustment now to that serve.
You and Jess came here to HBU together, and Jess missing the last season. And what do you see from her this season that's different, or is it just same old Jess?
It's just same old Jess. It was hard losing her on the court last year. She's just such a big part of this team. So
it's a set for Gillard and the kill for Blair off the block.
Yeah. Wooten looks like her old self. She's just getting out there. And one thing I do see is she's getting a lot of digs this year, and that's something she told me she really wanted to focus on, so she's doing a great job of that.
So the Huskies now leading at 10-5. And another out of rotation. And a timeout for the Panthers. With the Huskies leading it 11-5 here in the third set, we will take a break and we'll be right back after this.
How can I help you?
Have you ever walked into the paint store feeling like you should really know more than you know? Satin versus semi-gloss and I don't know.
Yes, I know the feeling.
That's how I feel right now about all of the financing options for this project I'm doing. I feel like I should know more than I know.
Don't sweat it. We have this new tool, My Credit Options Guide, that gives you a customized comparison like this, which helps you discover which credit options might be right for you.
Oh, this is better. They should make one for paint.
Want to get started?
Sure.
That moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at Cookie Delivery.
Back here at Sharp Gym, Huskies leading 2-0. Leading here in the third set, 11-5. Russ Minot and Kayla Armour welcoming you here into Sharp Gym. Thank you for joining us here on HBUHuskies.com, our first broadcast of the season. Jessica Wooten to serve for the Huskies, up 11-5. Taken by the Panthers, and the set for Franklin, dug by Wooten. Now another roll shot by Banks. Dug by the Panthers, and the set for Martinez, a dig for Jess. Now the set for Banks, and that one's going to be a kill.
That was a smart play by Bailey Banks. She was, the Prairie View setter was able to dig it the first time, so she threw it over her head the second time.
12-5 HBU, 12 kills for Banks. Wooten serves it short. Now the set for Martinez, dug by Banks. O'Brien with the attack, and the kill for Madison.
Prairie View hasn't had an answer for that left-handed swing of Maddie's yet.
5 kills, no errors on 7 attempts. Jess still serving. Set for Martinez, the tip, and the dig by Vivens. O'Brien got it over, but Franklin right there for the kill. That ended an 8-point run for the Huskies as they took a 13-5 lead. Now it's 13-6 with Brown back to serve. Vivens takes the serve. Now Banks. Dug by Jimenez. LeBrown off the top of the net and down for the kill.
Yeah, those tape shots, those ones hurt. There's nothing you can do about that.
Brown serving at 13-7. Taken by Erickson. Set for Banks. That one tipped over. And Banks there for the kill.
It looked like their middle was trying to be sneaky and dump like the setters normally do, but Bailey Banks was just right there to send it back.
So team high, 13 kills now for Banks, and Mckenna Davis back in to serve. Martinez, and did that go out or was it blocked?
That one went into the net, actually. I don't think it made it over.
Davis with the serve, and that one's out. Be Larissa Martinez to serve for Prairie View A&M. As we're talking during the break, it's Prairie View A&M's first match of the season here in, well, we're going on to week 3, and both these teams affected by Hurricane Harvey. And Prairie View unable to make it to their last tournament.
Yeah, that's why it looks like there's some confusion out here on the court tonight. They haven't had a lot of matches under their belt to get the rotations right.
These two teams were supposed to play each other last Tuesday in Prairie View, but that match was postponed, no date yet as to when that one's going to be made up. But these two teams probably will face off again at some point down the line. Huskies will be in San Marcos this weekend, play UMass Lowell and UTSA on Friday, and then Texas State on Saturday afternoon. So it should be a pretty tough weekend for HBU.
Yeah, those are some good competitive teams there.
15-8 with Martinez to serve for the Panthers. O'Brien sets it up for Banks, and Bailey slams it down again.
Yeah, that was a smart way to use the block from Bailey.
14 kills, 2 errors on 26 attempts, setting 462. Now it's Madison O'Brien, taken by Augustine. The set for Morton, dug by Wooten, and O'Brien with the set for Bivens. Roll shot by Michaela, and then Franklin on the attack into the net.
She's trying to do what Maddie O'Brien did.
Now a 17-8 lead.
Great serve by Maddie.
The attack dug by Erickson. Now the kill by Banks just inside the end line.
Yeah, that's a great swing.
And we're going to have a timeout for the Panthers with the Huskies leading 18-8 here at Sharp Gym in the third set. Huskies leading 2 sets to none, and we'll be right back after this.
We all have special moments in life. Moments that we will remember forever. Best friends become family. At River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, we love family. You are a part of the River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram family. Live your best moments of life in a Jeep from River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Russ Renault and Kayla Armour back here at Sharp Gym. Huskies leading 18-8 in the third set. Up 2 sets to none. This set was tied 5-5, but the Huskies have taken control and now lead at 18-8.
Yeah, they're able to minimize their errors right now, and that's making the difference in this game.
And right into the block of Vivens and Kenkel.
Yeah, that's a big block.
Serve taken by Augustine. The attack, Doug Erickson unable to get the dig and a kill. by Kaylee Franklin. And she'll be back to serve at 19-9. O'Brien saves it, and Erickson able to get it over. The set. Now Bivens with the attack, dug by the Panthers. Morton blocked. Huskies keep it alive. O'Brien sets it up for Bivens. And down the line, and a kill for Michaela.
That play looked a little hectic on the Huskies side. They just need to clean up some of their touches. But they're able to pull out the point.
How about Michaela coming back over around her body and going the other side?
Yeah.
Athleticism shown by the freshman.
Right.
Set for Godot, dug by the Huskies, and Bivens with another kill. She is going to be fun to watch as she grows as a player.
Yeah, she is. She's having a great night tonight coming off the bench, too.
3 kills now for Bivens. Served by Banks. Set. And off of O'Brien for the kill. (21-10). Pearson back to serve. And that one's long. Huskies within 3 points of a victory now. Erickson to serve. The set for Godot, dug by Erickson. Back row set for Banks. Now Godot, another dig for Banks. We had a call by the line judge. It's going to be a kill for the Panthers.
Yeah, he thought it went off the antenna. The up ref is going to call the line judges over now and talk with them and see if it hit the antenna.
So I don't know if they'll replay the point or how that one will hold up, but Huskies leading at 22-10 here in the third.
Calling the captains over now to talk with them, see what's going on here.
So Banks leading the Huskies with 15 kills. She has 10 digs, so another third straight double-double for Bailey. Jess within 1 kill of her 4th straight. We're running out of time here in this match.
Yeah.
So it is out on the Huskies and a point for Prairie View A&M.
And the game was Panthers number 13, Jessica Smith.
It's 22-11. With Destiny Smith back to serve. O'Brien sets it for Gillard. Dug by Prairie View A&M. The attack by Augustine, the libero. O'Brien sets it for Gillard, and Blair gets that one down.
That's a great set in transition to set your middle like that and just have Blair be up to put that ball away. That's a really great play.
Bivens to serve again, 23-11. Set for Martinez, and Erickson unable to come up with the dig. Now 23-12 as Jimenez comes back in.
Serving number 6, Erica Jimenez.
O'Brien with the attack, kept alive by the Panther. Now Martinez, dug by Banks. Now the set for Wooten, and the kill. There it is. 4th straight double-double for Wooten, 10th kill of the night.
It looked like Prairie View was on Maddie that time. They knew it was coming, but she was still able to get that ball through. on her left-handed attack.
Now set point, match point for the Huskies at 24-12. Wooten with the serve. Now the set for Martinez, dug by Erickson. O'Brien with the set for Banks, and there it is. That one will end the match, and the Huskies take the third set by a score of 25-12.
Yeah, the Huskies did a great job in the third set of minimizing their errors. The second set was a little bit closer because they had so many service errors and hitting errors, and they were able to bring those numbers back down.
We're going to have a visit with head coach Trent Herman.
When you live in one of the fastest growing cities in America, it's important to align yourself with a credit union that has a history of people helping people. Houston Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution with over 50 years dedicated to helping families that live or work in the Houston area. We take pride in our competitive rates in several convenient locations. We give the Houston community peace of mind when purchasing your vehicle, buying your home, and preparing for your retirement. We're Houston's credit union.
Moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at cookiedelivery.com.
Hi, my name's Coach Kirai, head coach of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team. Did you know that USA Volleyball relies on thousands of dedicated coaches, officials, and volunteers, trained, accredited, and held to a vigorous code of conduct? That USA Volleyball is made up of over 5,000 clubs and 325,000 members. We are proud of our Olympic medals and accomplishments, but we are so much more than that.
Russ Renaud back here with head coach Trent Herman. And Trent, your team off to a 5-0 start here after this victory over Prairie View A&M. And what did you see going right tonight for your team?
Yeah, it was good to be back home. With all the hurricane stuff and heading over to Louisiana last week, it was a good chance for us to get home for at least one match before we go on this long road trip. So, you know, the kids were anxious to play. The atmosphere was incredible in here tonight. The students turned out. We couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. And he really got another great performance out of your outside hitters. Bailey Banks with 16 kills and a double-double. Jessica Wooten getting the double-double there late in the match with her 10th kill. And how are those two playing off of each other?
Yeah, those two, they're a really good stabilizer for us. You know, we didn't think we were going to have Jess this year. You know, but with her injury last year, now it gives us a really 1-2 combination on the outside that we weren't expecting. They've done a really nice job of playing off of each other this year so far. If one of them's struggling a little bit, the other one picks up the load. So it's been good.
Yeah, and Madison O'Brien, she hasn't played the last two matchups. She steps in and does a solid job tonight, both offensively and on the defensive end.
Yeah, we're really blessed this year. We've got two really good setters that, you know, we can go to at any time. So, you know, whoever's doing the best at the time, we could just throw them in there and off we go.
Yeah, and you got a big test coming up this weekend in San Marcos. You got UMass Lowell, UTSA, and Texas State coming up, and just what are those three opponents going to be like this weekend? Yeah,
UMass Lowell, who we play first, is very physical. They're a bigger team. They're really physical, and then of course, you know, the UTSA and Texas State are two of the top volleyball programs in the state. You know, that aren't in the Power 5. You know, like the Big 12. So it's a really good test for us. since we missed out on that first weekend with Texas Tech to kind of give us a test of where we're at, this weekend will really show for us.
Yeah, and over the next 3.5 weeks, you're not going to be able to be here at Sharp Gym for a home match.
Yeah.
You don't come back here until you start conference play. So what is that going to be like over the next 3.5 weeks?
Yeah, it'll be a good test for us. We got 2 really tough tournaments the next 2 weekends, and then we start out with a very tough road trip with conference, 3 on the road in a row where we don't even get to come back home. Our conference starts with 5 home matches in 7 days. So the 2 tournaments got to set us up for that start of conference.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win tonight, Trent, and thanks for joining us here.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
When we come back here on HBUHuskies.com, we will sit back down with Kayla Armour and wrap this match up, and we'll be right back after this.
How can I help you?
Have you ever walked into the paint store feeling like you should really know more than you know? Satin versus semi-gloss and I don't know.
Yes, I know the feeling.
That's how I feel right now about all of the financing options for this project I'm doing. I feel like I should know more than I know.
Don't sweat it. We have this new tool, My Credit Options Guide, that gives you a customized comparison like this, which helps you discover which credit options might be right for you.
Oh, this is better. They should make one for paint.
Want to get started?
Sure.
That moment you realized he really does love you. That moment your boss thanked you for crushing it like a boss in the sales meeting. That moment you decided to treat you. Whatever that moment is, Tiff's Treats warm cookies, baked from scratch and delivered warm, are the perfect companion. Tiff's Treats. Order now at Cookie Delivery.
And the Huskies with a 3-0 victory here at Sharp Gym tonight. And Kayla, what was your perspective on what the Huskies did right tonight?
As I said earlier, their hitting percentage, they did a great job of kills to errors. They had a lot more kills than they did errors, and they were able to keep Prairie View, their hitting percentage down low, which was a really great job for them.
And heading into this big road swing, how good is it to get a win at home before you go on the road like that?
Yeah, it feels great to have that. Know you can fall back, and going into a really tough weekend for them, 5-0, that's a good feeling.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Kayla, for being on the broadcast tonight. Did a great job.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Well, we will do it again about 3.5 weeks from now when we start conference play. Kayla and I will be back here on the broadcast. I want to thank everybody involved, Scott Tarrant, Clay Porter, and Lauren Calver helping us out tonight, doing a great job as we got this first broadcast going. Once again, your final score tonight, Huskies with a 3-0 sweep over Prairie View A&M. For Kayla Armour, this is Russ Renault, and we say goodnight, and we'll see you back here at Sharp Gym when we start Southland Conference play.
We all have special moments in life, moments that we will remember forever. Best friends become family. At River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, we love family. You are a part of the River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram family. Live your best moments of life in a Jeep from River Oaks Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Conversation going, then just go with it. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. And, do it again a long time from now. Okay.